As EU leaders arrived in Brussels for a crucial summit on Europe's defense strategy and war in Ukraine, stock markets in the continent were tumbling. Investors fear Europe will soon join Canada, Mexico and China, which have been targeted by sanctions. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz said the EU and the USA can both benefit from an interconnected global economy with fewer tariffs.
If tariffs make that more difficult, it would be bad for the USA and bad for Europe. One thing is clear. As a strong economic area, we can shape our own policies and also respond to tariff policies with tariff policies.
For now, the EU hopes they might be able to prevent a crisis by negotiating a deal with Trump. But if the Americans insist on the levies to balance a $300 billion deficit with Europe, Brussels has vowed it will likely retaliate. These are delicate times for Europe. War in Ukraine is entering its third year. EU leaders are yet to agree on raising spending on defense.
France will double its defense budget by the end of the year by launching major projects, and I invite all partners to do the same. We also need more European funding with the next budgetary framework. We need more public funding, more private funding.
The EU needs $500 billion over the next decade to boost its defense capabilities, but its countries are yet to agree on how to fund the project. The Danish Prime Minister wants her EU partners to show support amid growing calls from the US President to take control of the Danish autonomous territory of Greenland.
Everybody has to respect the sovereignty of all national states in the world, and that Greenland is today a part of the Kingdom of Denmark. It's a part of our territory, and it's not for sale.
Europeans fear the US, in its push to counter China's growing military and economic power, may shift its focus from Europe to the Indo-Pacific. Keir Starmer is the first British Prime Minister to join a gathering of EU leaders since Brexit. The EU's main focus now is to figure out how to deal with Trump in his second term as US President without risking a major crisis. But if Trump decides one day to disengage from Europe, EU leaders think they should rely on the Bloc itself while also expanding partnership with the UK and other allies to cope with growing geopolitical challenges. Hashem Ahelbarra, Al Jazeera, Brussels.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.